If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. Travis Scott's upcoming new album, Utopia, is one of the things that hip-hop fans are most excited for, still maybe in 2021, but also then going over into 2022, because as I've went over in some previous videos on this topic, there is this theory that there will be a mixtape called Dystopia dropping still this year, and then the big album Utopia that we're all expecting still to, be the next big album from Travis Scott to drop in 2022. And as I said, there is this theory that Travis has repeatedly proved that he does music rollouts in this way, where he drops a mixtape first that is used to build up hype for the next big album. This was Days Before Rodeo for then Rodeo. This was Birds in the Trap for then Astroworld, and in this case it would be Dystopia for then the next big album, so Rodeo, Astroworld, and then Utopia. And I went over all the evidence we have for this because there is quite a few pieces of evidence that we got on this, and I went over all of that in that last video, so I recommend you go check that out. I'll have it in the playlist for Dystopia, Utopia, Travis Scott, so go check that out. But today I wanted to specifically talk about some new music that is basically confirmed that is coming out, because Travis has used this track that I'm going to talk about today on several occasions already earlier on this year, and he has just previewed it again or teased it again at Rolling Loud New York just 2 days ago, which happened over the weekend. So today we're going to talk about this Escape Plan single. Y'all probably seen all the headlines, all the posts, and I just wanted to go over what we know about this thing so far, how it's connected to Utopia, and when we're actually going to get this thing. So let's look at it. So as I said, this new single Escape Plan has had quite some airtime already this year. Now, for once, we heard it first in an ad for Spotify that dropped in June, and we just only had like a little snippet of it, but then I think it was the next day then actually, that Cactus Jack Dior Summer 2022 fashion show happened, and for the music for the runway show that was playing in the background, we heard some new Travis Scott, and this was this Escape Plan single as well. In this instance, an extended version of the ad that we heard the day before, and y'all can watch the fashion show. It's up on the Dior YouTube channel, and listen to the track, and y'all can go on Genius. Basically, they have all the lyrics already down there, so we know a whole lot about this new single already. Then after that, we all thought we were going to get a music video for this thing and it having an official release date after we got this little preview of the music video right before Rolling Loud Miami 2021. This of course never dropped, but then we just heard it again at Rolling Loud New York, so there's got to be something to it for him to repeatedly bring up this track in the same year, within the same kind of time span over the last couple of months. We have some high profile people like Kim Jones, who was the creative director for that Dior summer show, who also posted this track title Escape Plan on Instagram. So it seems like it's all like semi-official. We have all the different occasions where this was played, but still we don't have a release date. We don't have it out on streaming just yet, but there seems to be a music video for it. Otherwise he wouldn't tease like little clips of the thing like that. So it's all like very mysterious as to what's up with this single, but many people believe that this will be the lead single for Utopia or Dystopia. Now it's it's either of them. We don't know which one is going to drop first, or if both of them are dropping, then Dystopia will drop first, but we don't even know if Dystopia is dropping at all. It's just a theory so far, but if it is actually on there, then that maybe is like a little tastemaker, setting the tone for the new record. I actually like this track. I like Escape Plan. It's nothing too crazy. It's like what you would expect from a Travis Scott single, but I think that this was the safe route to go with. He couldn't really do much wrong with this. This pretty much ensures him a successful rollout and people talking about him again. Just like Highest in the Room, for example, wasn't really that great of just a single track. It wasn't bad, but it just works. It's just the Travis Scott formula that works to get people listening to his music, and I think the same thing is going to happen with Escape Plan as well. I kind of see it in the same lane as Highest in the Room in terms of, you know, making some waves for what's to come and having this one single that does really well. And, you know, the amount of promotion he's already put into this will probably just be confirmed by the numbers it'll do when it drops. Now, we have a theory that Dystopia is dropping on November 5th, so still, you know, this week if you're watching this, but then we wouldn't really have enough time to get a single before that. So I think maybe we're gonna get it this Friday, because on November 5th also Astrofest starts, and it's pretty sure that Travis is gonna drop something during the time that Astrofest is happening. That would just make sense, you know, it would just be the perfect moment to release some new music. And maybe it's not gonna be Dystopia. A lot of people thought it was gonna be Dystopia on November 5th, and then, you know, leading into 2022 we're gonna get Utopia. But as it's looking right now, you know, judging from the fact that he hasn't announced anything, and I do think that Travis Scott would announce Dystopia before it drops, I think maybe we're gonna get this single Escape Plan this Friday. He's gonna perform it again at Astrofest and then be like, yo, by the way, it's out now, which would be a really cool way to do it. And then the week after, or the 2 weeks after, we actually end up getting the full project Dystopia with Escape Plan also featured on it, and it being the lead single for it. I think that is the most solid theory that I have, because as I said, I don't think he dropped the whole album without any promotion for it, and I do think though that he is dropping something this Friday just because it makes so much sense in you know, in light of all the stuff happening around it with Astrofest and stuff like that, and him again teasing it the weekend before. It would just be the perfect moment to drop this thing. And I do think that he's gonna do that. We can't really, you know, take a lot from it in terms of what music styles or genres he's gonna explore on Dystopia, Utopia, but if it drops, then we'll just have a new Travis Scott single to enjoy, and hey, that's never anything bad. So I'm looking forward to this, hopefully dropping this Friday. Hopefully Dystopia is coming sometime soon. Hopefully we actually get 2 records, Dystopia and Utopia, because that would be really cool, and it would just, you know, prove some sort of consistency in his discography, which I also like to see very much. So that's my opinion on this, my theory. Now I want to know what you think about this. Do you think Dystopia is dropping sometime soon? Do you think it's going to drop at all? What do you think about this new you know, single Escape Plan? Do you think it's going to drop this week? Do you think it's going to drop at all? What do you think of the teasers that we have so far? All of that, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.